So, about 100 years ago, we didn't know much about the universe. Most folks figured everything was inside our Milky Way galaxy. Then, in 1928, Hubble showed that the universe wasn't just sitting still, it was getting bigger. That was a huge deal. Then, in 1997, the Hubble Space Telescope found something even weirder. The universe wasn't just expanding, it was speeding up. They figured some unknown thing, which they called dark energy, was behind it. That helped them guess the universe was about 13.8 billion years old. But now, the James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, is messing with that timeline. There's this star group in the Milky Way called M92, and it's got scientists scratching their heads. It seems like these old stars are as old as the universe itself, 13.8 billion years. Some even think they could be older. How does that even work? Stars can't be older than the universe. Astronomers ran computer models of fake star groups to try and figure out how old M92 is. The answer made them uneasy. It was so close to the supposed age of the universe that it makes you wonder if we're wrong about the whole timeline. That's where the JWST comes in. It's the best telescope we've ever built, and it spotted galaxies that were around just 300 million years after the Big Bang. The weird thing is, these galaxies are way bigger and more together than they should be for their age. So, could the universe be older than we think? All this stuff, the galaxies that shouldn't exist and the M92 puzzle, suggests we need to rethink everything. So, here's a wild idea. What if the universe isn't 13.8 billion years old? A new study says it could be 26.7 billion years old. That means we might not fully get how the universe expanded and how the first stars and galaxies formed. From superold stars to the galaxies JWST saw, it looks like we might be about to have a scientific revolution. If the universe's timeline is wrong, what does that mean for how we understand life? What secrets are hiding in those billions of years we've missed? There's also this crazy old star called the Methuselah star, also known as HD 14283, and it's thought to be 14.5 billion years old, almost a billion years older than the universe. Stars usually burn out their fuel at rates depending on their size and what they are made up of, but this one is aging slower than it should. It is a big question mark about the start of the universe. See, there is this number called the Hubble constant that scientists consider to calculate the age of the universe, but it keeps disagreeing with itself. When they measure the early universe with the cosmic background, they get one number, but if they measure nearby stars, they get another number. If we can't agree on how fast the universe is spreading, how can we know the real age about it? The JWST has been able to see way back before the first stars even shined. It found galaxies that are as huge and structured as our galaxy, the Milky Way, created only 300 million years after the Big Bang. However, that should not be scientifically possible. The James Webb Telescope keeps spotting impossible to explain galaxies. Because of that, it makes scientists ask, what if the Big Bang never happened at all? Some scientists are theorizing that there can be multiple universes out there. What if the JWST discovered the multiple universe theory? Could that mean everything we thought about the start of the universe isn't that case at all? Astronomers suggest that the universe has gone completely multiple loops of the Big Bang instead of one big one 13.8 billion years ago. What if the weird galaxies that Webb telescope spots are remains from the previous cycles? Scientists also point that there could be primordial black holes which might hold the key to understand the age and of the start of galaxy. What if dark energy isn't what we thought it was, and that dark energy holds the key to figuring out the age of the universe, and that understanding that could point to rapid growth of galaxies? What if the answer lies in the smallest places of the universe? The JWST made the cosmologists question everything about the universe. It seems likely that we have to recreate a new beginning to the universe. The JWST has pushed us to continue to dream. Since James Webb Space Telescope keeps discovering the strange occurrences in outer space, it makes you really wonder if the universe really even had the Big Bang? Inside the Milky Way, there's this group of stars called M92. It has got scientists scratching their heads. Why? Because these old stars are packed together so tightly, they seem to be as old as the universe itself, 13.8 billion years. Some people think they might even be older. How does that even work? Stars can't be older than the universe, right? But that's what M92 seems to be saying. Astronomers ran simulations of over 20,000 fake star groups to try and figure out how old M92 really is. The result? It's so close to the supposed age of the universe. Like, what? Did we get the timeline wrong? Then comes the James Webb Space Telescope, the most amazing tool we've ever pointed at the sky. It spotted galaxies that were around just 300 million years after the Big Bang. The weird thing is, these galaxies are way bigger and more grown up than they should be at that age. Could the universe be older than we thought? Finding these galaxies that shouldn't really exist, plus the weirdness of M92, suggests we might need to rethink the age and story of the universe. Someone even came up with a wild idea. What if the universe isn't 13.8 billion years old? A study recently suggested it could be more like 26.7 billion years old. It thinks we might not fully get how the universe expands or how the first stars and galaxies formed. From these Methuselah stars that seem too old to the galaxies Webb found, it seems like we're about to have a scientific flip. But it's not just about numbers. If we're wrong about the universe's timeline, what does that mean for how we see life itself? What secrets are hidden in those billions of years we missed? Speaking of mysteries, there's this one star, Methuselah, HD 14283, that's supposed to be 14.5 billion years old. That's almost a billion years older than the universe, according to our models. How can that be? Stars have schedules. They burn fuel based on their size and what they're made of. But Methuselah is like, nah, I'll burn slower. It's more than just a weirdo star, it's telling us we might be missing something big about the universe and what we know. At the center of all this is the Hubble constant. It's a number that tells us how fast the universe is growing. But here's the problem, it's not settling on one number. When we look at the early universe, using data from the cosmic microwave background, it seems like things are expanding at one rate, 68 kilometers per second per megaparsec. But when we look at stars and galaxies closer to us, it's a different rate, around 73. This difference is really a headache. If we can't even agree on how fast the universe is growing, how can we know how old it is? Maybe there's something else going on, something we don't even know about yet, like dark energy or other hidden forces. One of the coolest things the James Webb Space Telescope has done is peek into the dark ages of the universe, before the first stars were even born. And what did it find? Just 300 million years after the Big Bang, there were galaxies as big and structured as our own Milky Way. According to our timeline, that shouldn't be possible. They would need billions of years to get that big. Webb keeps finding more of these impossible galaxies. So, could the Big Bang idea itself be wrong? Since there's a lot of signs that the universe might be way older than 13.8 billion years, some scientists are thinking about something even wilder, the multiverse. What if our universe is just one of many, each with its own timeline and rules? If that's true, then things that don't make sense in our universe, like Methuselah or those old galaxies, might be explainable by interactions the other universes. If the multiverse is real, it'll switch how we see everything. As the James Webb Space Telescope is making us change how we understand the universe, an old theory is being discussed again, a repeating universe. This theory says the universe hasn't just been around for 13.8 billion years, but has been going through cycles of growth and shrink. Big bangs followed by big crunches. Could the old stars and the galaxies Webb saw be remains from a past cycle? If so, what can they tell us about the universe before ours? Another puzzle the James Webb Space Telescope has shown is the mystery around black holes that came to be right after the Big Bang. These things might hold the key to understanding the age and how the universe grew. They could explain the impossible galaxies Webb keeps seeing as well. We know dark energy is the thing making the universe grow faster, but could it also hold the answers about the true age of the cosmos? From special relativity near dark holes to the quantum mechanics of the Big Bang, the discoveries made by the James Webb Space Telescope are making us ask deep questions. The discoveries of the James Webb Space Telescope have not only expanded our view of the universe but have also cast doubt on the very foundations of modern cosmology, from ancient stars that seem older than the universe itself to impossibly massive galaxies formed in its infancy. The evidence is mounting. The story we've been telling about the cosmos may need to be rewritten, but rewriting the story isn't just about understanding the universe's age or history. It's about something much larger: the mysteries waiting to be uncovered and the incredible potential of human curiosity. What if the universe isn't 13.8 billion years old? What if it's 26.7 billion, or even timeless? What if our universe is just one chapter in a grander multiversal epic? One thing is certain: the James Webb Space Telescope is more than just a machine. It's a time traveler, a storyteller, and a key to the secrets of existence. With every image it sends back, it challenges us to dream bigger, question everything, and embrace the unknown. So what do you think? Are we standing on the edge of a cosmic revolution as the James Webb Space Telescope continues its groundbreaking observations? It's challenging everything we thought we knew about the age of the universe, the discovery of galaxies that appear far more mature than their supposed age, and the unexpected findings from ancient stars point to the possibility that the universe could be much older than the accepted 13.8 billion years. In fact, some of the most surprising discoveries made by JWST are suggesting a universe that may have been evolving far earlier than we ever imagined. Using advanced instruments, JWST has been able to peer into the cosmos and spot galaxies that formed just 300 million years after the Big Bang. These galaxies are remarkably massive and complex, far beyond what current models predict for galaxies of their age. This revelation raises the question: could the universe's timeline be wrong, or at least incomplete? The discovery of ancient star clusters such as the ones in the Milky Way further supports this idea. One in particular, the M92 cluster, has raised eyebrows. Its stars are believed to be nearly as old as the universe itself, and some studies suggest they could even be older, challenging traditional models of star and galaxy formation. If these stars existed before the formation of the first galaxies, it would mean